This vlog will focus on the places and moments in Japan that offered us as students the chance to reflect on the different factors that impact the health and quality of life of humans. When in Japan, we visited 2 disease museums, each telling a story of the dangers of pollution and the vulnerability of not only our bodies but our environment. We first paid a visit to the Acquah Disease Museum in the Toyama Prefecture of Japan. It is one of the 4 major pollution-related diseases for the nation. The disease was caused by the cadmium pollution of the Jinzugawa River Basin area from the Kamioka mine. The people in the Toyama region who depended on the river water for everyday needs and agricultural purposes suffered physical, social, and economical turmoil from this event. After years of reconstructive efforts, the river and farmland have been returned to safe standards. We also visited the Minamata Disease Municipal Museum. Minamata disease was another pollution-related disaster that occurred because of the unsanctioned release of methyl mercury into the Minamata Bay by the company Chiso. This led to methyl mercury poisoning in individuals who consumed the polluted fish in the area. Residents and affected individuals vigorously fought with the company to take responsibility and atone for their mistakes. Since the restoration of Minamata Bay, the presence of methyl mercury in fish has severely decreased. Though these diseases are no longer prevalent in the areas they affected, they serve as a reminder of the cost of environmental pollution. The health of an environment is critical to the health of the population. While in Japan, we soon learned that the country has had its fair share of nuclear disaster events. We were lucky enough to visit the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, which had multiple reactors destroyed in the 2011 Great Earthquake and Tsunami, releasing radiation into the environment. No cameras were allowed on the actual tour of the power plant, but here's a picture of my level of radiation exposure when I came back. During our ride to the power plant, we were able to see the levels of radiation exposure rise on the monitor. There was a huge jump from 2 to 20 to 70 when we reached the first damaged reactor. The surrounding town looked mostly abandoned. Till this day, some damaged reactors require robots to clean up debris from the site. Contaminated water from the area undergoes rigorous testing to become safe enough to dump back into the ocean. The water is forever changed with high levels of hydrogen. Next, we got the chance to visit the Hiroshima National Peace Memorial Museum in Hiroshima, Japan. This was a very somber and highly valuable experience to me as a student. In the United States, I was never taught much about the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, much less its detrimental effects on the people there. I spent some time going through the museum, reading the exhibits, and reflecting on the sheer scale and impact of an atomic bombing. From this visit, we learned about the efforts of the Hiroshima Prefecture and the people to end the use of nuclear warfare. Finally, from a storyteller, we learned how the impact of such an event can span generations. Towards the end of our time in Japan, we visited a Red Cross natural disaster hospital in the Miyagi Prefecture. We received a lecture from nurses about their preparedness and main challenges during the 2011 Great Earthquake and Tsunami. This hospital was truly prepared and did their best, considering that they were the only hospital of that magnitude operating at that time. They showed us some of the cardboard beds and portable toilets they used to preserve the health and hygiene practices of those who came to seek shelter. We also visited Acquah Elementary School, which was completely destroyed from the 2011 event. The school was struck by tsunami waves from both the ocean and nearby river. It was absolutely sobering walking through the ruins of the school, knowing that lives of children were lost that day. It was even more sobering going up the hill path that could have saved countless lives. This video shows the point where tsunami waves reached at the time of the incident. This is the platform that the surviving teacher and students escaped to. The visit to the elementary school and hospital solidified the importance of preparedness drills for natural disasters and subsequent events. It also highlights the need for more local governmental support when disaster strikes. A whole community of children were lost that day because of ill preparedness of others. Overall, these locations we visited in Japan garnered a moment of critical thinking and reflection for me as a student. In these moments, I made connections between public health and the different factors that can shape it. Though it highlighted how quickly things can go bad, it also demonstrated that there are solutions to help people and the chance to bounce back from catastrophic events or trauma. It just takes a lot of collaborative effort and work.